So can you fit Bilstein 5100s into a mid-size Honda? Stay tuned to find out. Hello everybody, and thanks for tuning in to another episode. There's going to be more than just a Bilstein suspension upgrade. I'm also going to be showing you my new rooftop tent and the new 33-inch tires. All these upgrades were installed in a 3-day period, and I am very pleased with the results. So the first thing to talk about will be the Bilstein 5100 rear shock upgrade. Manny, aka K20 Nord Pro, has been running this upgrade for a month now, and he spent a lot of hours doing research and development to figure out what would be the best fit for the mid-size Honda platform. I know many of you will be wondering, can I just buy this and install it? And the answer is no, you cannot. You'll need a 2-inch lift minimum. You don't exactly need a lift kit with a subframe drop, but it is going to be recommended because that puts less stress on the axles. With a Unibody all-wheel drive, if you are going to install a top hat spacer or taller springs, taller coilover, or whatever, you're going to want a subframe drop to compensate so that the axle is not at a severe angle. Trexa makes a 3.5-inch lift kit. That's what I have in my vehicle right now. And there's a 1-inch subframe drop. Yeah, when I was looking at yours, it does look a bit more robust, and it does look wider too. Yeah. Can I see that real quick? Like if we were to look at it like this, it's substantially wider. On camera, you could tell.
All right, well, we have those new.
It's just more robust.
If they fit, we'll just pop those on.
And yeah, it looks like there's more reinforcing. It's thicker right there where it connects to.
Oh yeah, it is thicker. It's steel?
Yeah.
Oh, you could tell right here from the sides. It's a slightly thicker gauge.
Half a millimeter.
So 2.5 millimeters?
Mm-hmm.
That's with the coating of dirt you have on there. Versus 3. Yeah, cool. 3 millimeters.
All right, yep. So this is reinforced compared to that right there. It's reinforced there as well. And then this, and I think that's kind of a give point.
Yeah.
Right there.
Well, it's the same as this one.
Yeah. Because if you have that too robust and it hit something real hard, you don't want to bend the subframe. You don't want to damage this. And here it is, Bilstein versus Ridgeline. Can you hold it the other way? All right, here we go. Bilstein 5100. Yep. All right, now we got to put it in. Or like, we as in you.
Yeah.
Because I'm just holding this camera. Yeah, I don't have the technical know-how.
I'm really sorry. Well, first of all, I have to make sure I clocked it correctly, which I think I did. I'll see right now.
So again, I just wanted to remind you that this video will not go over how to prepare the Bilstein 5100s for install. This is just showing you that it is possible, and Manny is going to have a solution so that we could all run the setup in our midsize Hondas. Oh, so those are put on after the fact, huh?
No, they're not. I took them off.
Oh.
Because he had to run them through the machine.
Nice. Looks good.
You're going to raise this arm and put this bolt in, but be careful because it has washers too. Oh, okay.
So the R&D process was brutal. It took a whole total of 2 days, pretty much 48 hours to get these Bilstein 5100s to fit. You know, Manny had a plan. He thought that the original plan would work, but we did run into some unexpected things. And when I say we, I'm talking about Manny. This was 99% him, 1% me for bringing my car in. That's all it was. But in the end, he was able to get them to fit, and they fit proper. You don't have to like so much modify your Honda. Well, the exception would be it should be lifted. That's a prerequisite. But you're not having to do anything crazy. I swapped out to Ridgeline arms because they're more robust, but they're the same geometry as Passport and Pilot. Where all the work needs to be done is on the shocks themselves. And this involves using a 3D printer. So I would not recommend anyone try this at home. Manny is a very special person. If you don't know, he's one of the top Honda tuners in all of North America, including Canada and Puerto Rico. So,
what's that?
Don't try this at home, kids. So we were really concerned that the Bilsteins might have lifted the rear too high. In Manny's vehicle, the Bilsteins actually are lifted, the rear is lifted higher than the front. So we wanted to make sure the same thing didn't happen with my Passport, but it turns out that it looks like I'm getting a little bit of rear sag. The solution to that was we put in my Sumo coil spring helpers. This is a product that I've been running for a while. If you look at my past videos, there's information about them. This is just kind of a reminder that, these shocks are not going to increase your spring rate. And if you're looking to correct rear sag, well, you really should get appropriate springs. And, I only have these iBox springs. They did a limited run for the midsize Honda, or actually the Ridgeline. And I think they might have discontinued them. So I'm lucky and fortunate enough to have a pair of the rear iBox springs. But it's a match to how it was before.
Yeah.
And then, well, like I said, I could always add those Sumo spring things. All right. All right. So here we are by Los Angeles Airport, and we're gonna go over to Central Tire. Show you all how it looks
Turn
over
right,
here.
then your destination will be on the right.
Okay, so it's gonna be right here. It's a little quaint little shop, but these guys hustle, and yeah, it's here's Aldo. Where am I going? Right here. Okay, he's telling me to go right here. Yep. They got a little lift back there, but trust me, this is this place. What's up, Aldo?
What's up, man? How's it
Good.
going? How you doing?
I think that's what. Aldo, that's what sets your business apart. Is when people come in here, and I witnessed it. Just people drive in here, and you guys are like a pit crew.
Right. As soon as you come in, if you know what we're doing, we just jump on it and get it done and get you in and out. That's really what.
So my experience, and I'm sure a lot of you, your experience at a tire shop is you come in and you're going to be waiting like hours, right?
Hours. So usually you'll come in, have to talk to the salesman. They'll try to sell you a whole bunch of other stuff. But if you know what you want, we'll just, get right on it and give you what you need. That's all.
Right. And I mean, this is a pretty, quaint shop, but you got the tools to take care of it. Yeah. So Aldo, how many Hondas have you done?
Man, I've lost count, but just last year we did about 22 Honda lifts, and so in total I think we're probably in the 100 range now.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, nice. So if you guys are in California, or if you're not from California, make a trip out here. Right by LAX airport. You see the planes flying in the background. And you guys, because there's gonna be a lot of people that won't know how to install a Honda lift.
It takes a lot of work, especially the 3.5-inch lift. I mean, there's the subframe components. You need some special tools to make sure you do it safe. The axle relocate that requires a press, and there's a lot of ways you can ruin that bushing. So kind of you got to know what you're doing, I guess. And so, you know, if you don't want to deal with that, you can always bring it to us, and we'll handle that for you.
Well, I don't recommend anyone tries this by themselves.
No,
but,
yeah,
I'm just saying that I don't recommend that anyone goes to someone that's not experienced.
Right. So,
that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, even some people that have taken it to other shops, you know, we've had to redo it again, recheck the suspension because they've had some noise issues or something wasn't done right. And so, yeah, we've had a couple of those cases as well, where they took it to a legit shop and, you know, they had to come back.
And I mean, that's just going to happen. You know, not trying to bash another shop,
No.
but if there's a shop that does a lot of Toyotas, you're going to expect them to lift a lot of Toyotas. But you guys lift a lot of other cars too.
Yeah, so I mean, we got that Lexus that we're going to do a lift on pretty soon. This is going to be a complete overhaul. We're going to do some Davidson's suspension.
Here, let's go in front of it. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me get a good shot here. There we go.
Yeah, so like this Lexus here, you know, it's completely stock. We're going to do a complete overhaul, install some Davidson's components on it, new wheels, tires. Eventually, the customer's going to want to put like a rooftop tent and the bumper and stuff, and we can handle all those things as well.
And you guys install like the electrical bike, right?
Wiring, you know, lights, bumpers, you know, the switch pros, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Nice, nice. Yeah. So my old tires are 32.1, and then these tires are 32.6.
Right.
So why are they an inch bigger? Or maybe it isn't. Maybe it's because my tire was weighed down. But does that look like a half inch? It kind of does look like an inch taller, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks about an inch taller, maybe 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah. Not a half an inch though.
Not a half an inch, no. I think a bit more, for sure. The tread depths are about the same, so I don't think that would really matter.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's noticeably taller.
Sure.
TIREGATE. TIREGATE. It's a conspiracy. All right, so that says 33, outside diameter 33. This says outside diameter 32. And
31.25 on this one.
31.25. But that thing is, the measurement's supposed to be 32.1.
Got gypped.
I got gypped.
This one's right at 32. Maybe 32.25 on this one also.
32.25. So unloaded, yeah, they're just not. But the main thing is, like, there's a difference in size. There's a difference in size. Wait, so was that was about an inch, wasn't it?
It's about an inch. Difference. Yeah. Why it says 33 on there, I have no idea.
Yeah, and then why that 32 says 30? You know, it's really a 31. Well, you know, they say that different tire manufacturers, they're different sizes. That's why you should never run different brand tires, especially if you have an all-wheel drive. Like what? Like, I guess it doesn't really matter if you don't have all-wheel drive, but if you had a Subaru and you run different size tires, their measurements might be different. And
even if they're new,
and the thing about an all-wheel drive is when you run different size tires, there's different rotation, and now the differentials are going to get damaged.
Yeah, so I think they recommend no more of a difference than 2/32 in the tread depth. But even if they're new, different manufacturers might be at that difference or more. So
yeah. Your mug's gonna be all up in this video.
Oh, man.
The face of Central Tire number 5.
We gotta get that one out, right?
And I'm telling you, this guy just pulled up right here. They get right to it. But if you're gonna be doing like a lift kit, you gotta call before time. Just FYI, don't just be rolling up and expecting like, hey, can you build out my overland rig in one day? Oh, it's not rubbing so far. So these are 32.6-inch tires or 33 class tires. So far, so good. Vertical clearance hitting the flag. You know, I have to say, I never liked that rooftop tent life. And now I'm going to be running a bare roof. Just kidding. Just kidding. Alright, so just kidding. This is going to be going on. Almost got it set up.
No, you guys gotta push it. You guys gotta push it.
That's a good fit.
Good?
What, Lloyd?
You don't look like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Why is that?
The curve.
Oh.
Turtle shell.
Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power. Yeah, I think it looks pretty darn good. Just like I kind of envisioned. It's a good fit. Now I'm gonna put lights everywhere. Lights in front, lights in the back, lights on the side.
Can you give me what I need? Just give me what I want, baby. Can you give me what I need? Just give me what I want. Just give me what I want. Give me what I'm looking for.
In 3 days, my Ventura Mobile has received the Bilstein 5100 rear shocks. I went from a 32 to 33-inch tire, and to top it off, I swapped out my old Centori fold-out rooftop tent for an aluminum clamshell rooftop tent. Right afterwards, my buddy AJ and I from Dirt Complex, he's the maker of the Trail Swing tire carrier, we drove out to Mammoth, California, hopefully to do some snowboarding. We did a turn and burn. This trip was about 700 miles, so I got a lot of time using the Bilstein 5100s, and the ride is just so much more compliant because I run a lot of gear. My rig is like full-time, at least about 900 pounds heavier. Actually, I think it might be more like 1,200 pounds when I'm fully packed with camping gear. So just know that if you aren't running a heavy build, like for example Manny in his Honda Ridgeline, he does not have a heavy build. He says that the ride is definitely stiffer. As far as this rooftop tent is concerned, it is heavier than my previous tent by about 40 pounds, but my OVS 180 degree awning is now removed, and that used to weigh 55 pounds. So I have a net decrease of 15 pounds, and now the weight distribution is more balanced. All right, here we are. You guessed it, Mammoth. Gonna be doing a turn and burn. Mahalo. Aloha.
Oh, it's a video.
It is.
Hello.
Got my Hawaiian shirt, but I'm wearing pants.
Check this out. Check this out.
He's gonna show you something.
Check this out. You see this over here? This little wing nut? Pull the wing nut out. You're more than right. You're more than right.
All right, so they're hiking over to the crab cooker, and Yeah, just had an awesome dip. A lot of people in here, 7 people. The mosquitoes are crazy. I gotta get back to the car, but we're gonna clear out the beer cans. I left some drinks for everyone else.